Gob? It's another Kiss review. If you guys been keeping up, you all know that I'm putting up these Kiss reviews because all my old Kiss reviews that were on this channel were taken down by YouTube because of copyright bullshit. So I uploaded it on BitChute, which is in the description below. You can watch the old review, which I had pictures, videos, music from the band, you know, stuff that's a big no-no. But it's not a no-no over there at BitChute, so when you're done watching this, go down there and click on that and see what I thought about Kiss Creature of the Night back then opposed to now. I will tell you, back then, I thought Creature of the Night was the best album of the 80s. But now I think it's Lick It Up. That's right. Even though I can't stand the song Lick It Up, and I like every song off Creatures, I still say as a whole, I think I like Lick It Up more. It's a shame that Vinny was such a flake, because if Vinny would have stayed in the band with that scary talent of songwriting he had, which he brought to Lick It Up and Creature of the Night, it would have been awesome. But unfortunately, he went off to form a band with a singer that sounds like a cat being tortured. But that's something else. And I want to say that at this time, 1982, I wasn't into Kiss. I would still listen to the 70s stuff I had, like Kiss Alive, a solo album, even Dynasty. I would listen to time. But my tastes have shifted once 1980 came in with the new wave of British heavy metal and Back in Black and Women and Children First and all that stuff. Kind of like, you know, took a back seat, you know, because I didn't even venture to check out Unmasked. And I think it had a lot to do with me seeing Shandy on Midnight Special with Don Kirshner, which I love that song now. But back then, if it wasn't metal, it was crap. And seeing that, I was like, oh my God, Kiss is a lost cause. And in retrospect, I hate Unmasked. You know, it's got a couple good songs, but for the most part, I hate it. This album rules, but when it was new, I didn't go look into it. I remember seeing it, but I was like, Kiss, whatever. And it wasn't until, and I told the story before, so excuse me if you heard me say this, but a friend of mine came by my house with Creature of the Night on cassette, telling me, put it on, and I was like, no, fuck Kiss. Let's listen to some Judas Priest, you know? But he talked me into it. Dude, trust me, it's heavy, it's awesome. I was like, all right, throw it on. I wasn't expecting what I was about to hear. The opening track, Creature of the Night, completely blew my mind. Rest of the album did too. So I ran out and bought Creature of the Night on vinyl, and I remember this vividly. Lick It Up wasn't out yet. I saw the Creature of the Night tour, and I have not gone to the tour yet. So the album was fairly new, but when I bought it, it was already in the cutout bin. It was already super cheap for like $1.50 or something like that. And it was with all the throwaway albums, and it was new at the time. Because not a lot of people know this, but Creature of the Night was the worst selling Kiss album up to that point. Even The Elder sold more. Yes, Creature of the Night ended up going gold years later, and they re-released it with Bruce Kulick on the cover. But and you know, I don't like that. I don't like it because they screwed up the track order, and yeah, they screwed up some of the sound too. I prefer the 1982 version, and you know, with a host of guitar players, I'm sure I talk about it in the link below at BitChute, with all the guitar players that played on it and all that. But either way, I love the album, and then when I went to go see the tour, and I was really bummed because on the way to the show, on the radio, the DJ said, Ace Frehley won't be playing tonight because he was in a car crash. They're going to have Vinnie Vincent. I was like, what? Because Ace Frehley is still my favorite member of Kiss. So I was bummed he wasn't there. I was pissed. I walked in pissed off. And I walked out of that show going, holy fuck. Because Vinnie Vincent was amazing that night. I mean, badass. Like, he shut me up. I was all pissed off Ace wasn't there, and I walked out going, my God, that guy's a wizard. Now, mind you, at the time, I know in retrospect, listening to the Creature of the Night, it doesn't sound like Ace Frehley at all. But back then, at the time when it was new and I heard it, you know, I thought, wow, Ace Frehley sounds different. I didn't think it wasn't him. You know, but back then, you know, I mean, I didn't know all the shenanigans Kiss would do on studio records where different people playing, you know, Eric Carr played the bass on I Still Love You and stuff like that. It was just, But, you know, I may like Lick It Up more now, but I still love Creatures, where Lick It Up I would put just a little bit over Creatures, where Creatures and Lick It Up are sister albums. But the drums don't sound as bombastic on Creatures. And I heard an interview, well, some guy said in an interview, he was talking to Gene Simmons on dinner one night. And he asked him, why are the drums so different on Lick It Up than Creatures of the Night? And Gene said, because Creatures of the Night didn't sell. And this was back when Lick It Up was new, you know? But there you go. That's what I feel Creatures of the Night. And now I'm going to rank the songs where there's 9 songs. Now, mind you, I do love every song on here. Even if they're low, I just happen to like other songs more. So at the very bottom, I'm going to say Danger. I love it, but it's my least favorite song on the album is Danger. Then, Rock and Roll Hell. I know BTO did it very differently, by the way. But I dig it. I love Ace Frehley's version on Origins 1. Oh my God, it's fucking awesome. It would have been cool if he sang it on Creatures. That would have been badass. All right, number 7, Saint and Sinner. I used to not like this song. I think during that review, you see at BitChute in the link below, I think I slammed it. I said, I don't think I was nice to that song. Well, I've come around and I absolutely love it. And I love what Eric Carr is doing on that song, that unique drumming he does. Badass. All right. At number 6, Keep Me Coming. I love Keep Me Coming. Sweet little innocent girl. Da, 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 da. I love that part of the song. They would play this song early in the tour. By the time I saw them, the only songs they played that night was Creatures, War Machine, I Love It Loud, and I Still Love You. By then, unfortunately, Keep Me Coming was off the set list. At number 5, I Still Love You. I love the hell out of this song. But like I always say, I love the studio version. I hate when they do this live with Paul with his vocal gymnastics. I just think it sucks, not into it. But I love this version where he's, you know, he's restrained, but it doesn't sound restrained. He's amazing. He sings so good on it. All right, number 4, I Love It Loud, the single, the video. It's just a great, great anthem, man. Hey, yeah, fucking awesome. All right, number 3, Killer. Yeah, it's not. I've seen a lot of people bash on that song. Not me, man. It's all the way at my number 3. I think it's total metal. And the way that song starts is very much the way Exciter starts on, at least in these Judas Priest. It's the same build-up, little build-up intro. Love it. At number 2, the title track, Creatures of the Night. Rules. What a great opener. One of the best Kiss openers, up there with I Stole Your Love and Detroit Rock City and Exciter and I've Had Enough Into the Fire. Love Creatures of the Night. And at number 1, co-written by Bryan Adams, like Rock and Roll Hell too, War Machine. What a kick-ass killer song. I knew a couple, not all of them, but there's a few metalheads I've known growing up that hated Kiss, that I would play the War Machine, and they were like, whoa, that shit's awesome. And then there's some metalheads that played a War Machine, and they're like, that sucks, Kiss sucks, turn that off. But anyway, what do you all think of Creatures of the Night? Leave it in the comments below. Do you want to rank the songs? That'd be cool. I'd like to see your ranking to it. And Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't and ring that little notification bell. I would totally appreciate that. And please like the video because it's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty, listen to Black Sabbath, and smack 'em a gob.